In the heart of the Atlantic, where the sun dips into the horizon and paints the sky with hues of crimson and gold, lies the mysterious island of Bermuda. This island, known for its pink sand beaches and crystal-clear waters, holds a secret that has been hidden for centuries. The year was 1945, and the world was at war. The Axis powers were crumbling, and the Allies were gaining ground. But amidst the chaos, a group of scientists, led by the enigmatic Dr. Lauren, had been working on a top-secret project codenamed Erebus. The project aimed to harness the power of the human mind, to create a serum that could enhance cognitive abilities, making soldiers almost invincible on the battlefield. The team had been conducting experiments on the island, using prisoners of war as test subjects. But as the project progressed, strange occurrences began to plague the island. Equipment would go missing, strange noises were heard in the night, and some of the test subjects began to exhibit bizarre behavior. Dr. Lauren was convinced that the serum was working, but at a terrible cost. The subjects were developing a sense of paranoia, and some had even begun to turn on each other. As the experiments continued, the team started to experience strange visions, and some even reported seeing shadowy figures lurking in the woods. It became clear that the serum had unleashed a dark force, one that threatened to consume them all. Meanwhile, a young and ambitious journalist, named Maya, had been investigating the strange happenings on the island. She had received a cryptic message from an anonymous source, hinting at the existence of the Erebus project. Maya was determined to uncover the truth, and she sneaked onto the island, avoiding the security patrols. As she delved deeper into the island, she stumbled upon an abandoned laboratory, where she found evidence of the experiments. She discovered journals belonging to Dr. Lauren, detailing the progression of the project, and the horrific side effects of the serum. But she was not alone. A figure, shrouded in shadows, was watching her. Maya tried to flee, but the figure caught up to her, and a struggle ensued. Just as all hope seemed lost, a group of survivors, who had been trapped on the island, burst into the laboratory, and fought off the figure. The survivors were a diverse group, each with their own unique skills and abilities. There was Jai, a former soldier, who had been a test subject for the serum, Luna, a brilliant hacker, who had been tracking the project from the outside, and Axel, a charismatic smuggler, who had been using the island as a hideout. Together, they joined forces with Maya, and vowed to take down the Erebus project, and uncover the truth behind the sinister experiments. As they journeyed deeper into the island, they encountered more survivors, each with their own story to tell. There was Rachel, a former scientist, who had been working on the project, but had grown disillusioned with the morally reprehensible experiments, and Jackson, a gruff but lovable sailor, who had been stranded on the island after a shipwreck. The group soon discovered that the serum had created a rift in the fabric of reality, allowing dark entities to enter the world. The entities, known as the Shadows, were drawn to the island, and were feeding on the fear and paranoia of the survivors. The group realized that they had to stop the Shadows, and close the rift, before it was too late. They embarked on a perilous journey, navigating through the treacherous terrain, and fighting off hordes of shadows. Along the way, they encountered other survivors, some friendly, and some not so much. There was the enigmatic Mr. King, a millionaire, who had been funding the project, and was determined to see it through to the end, and the ruthless Commander Sarah, who had been tasked with capturing the survivors, and bringing them back to the laboratory. As the group fought to survive, they uncovered a dark conspiracy, involving corrupt government officials, and powerful corporations. The conspiracy went all the way to the top, and the group realized that they were in over their heads. But they refused to give up, and they pushed forward, driven by their determination to uncover the truth, and bring justice to the island. In the end, it was just Maya, and a handful of survivors, who made it to the heart of the island, where the rift was located. They found Dr. Lauren, who had been consumed by the shadows, and had become a vessel for the dark entities. The survivors fought bravely, but they were no match for the shadows. Just as all hope seemed lost, Maya remembered the journals, and the notes that Dr. Lauren had written. She realized that the serum was not just a simple cognitive enhancer, but a key to unlocking the secrets of the human mind. The serum had the power to manipulate reality itself, and Maya used it to close the rift, and banish the shadows back to their own dimension. The survivors were left standing, victorious, but scarred by their experiences. They knew that they would never be the same again, and that their lives would forever be changed by the events on the island. As they sailed away from the island, they knew that they would always carry the memories of Bermuda with them, and that they would never forget the horrors that they had faced. The island of Bermuda, once a haven for sailors, and a popular tourist destination, was now a shadow of its former self. The island was left abandoned, a haunted monument to the horrors that had taken place there. But the survivors knew that they had to tell their story, to warn others of the dangers that lurked in the shadows. And so, they began to share their tale, of the Erebus project, and the shadows that had consumed the island. The story of Bermuda, a tale of suspense, and action, would live on, a reminder of the horrors that humanity was capable of unleashing, when left unchecked.